attacks that you can do, right? If we think about attacking a remote organization, we've done our reconnaissance, we see that they use digital certificates, we know that they've got VPNs. I go, they're pretty careful over there. I bet they use digital certificates to authenticate their VPNs. What do? Well, we can go in there and we can potentially do NTP attacks. So we'll keep sending NTP updates, responses that say, you know what, today's date is 1996, or today's date is even 2006 or 2016. And any of those situations, because the date, let's say that it's 2016, this certificate is not valid before October 16th, 2017. That's when it was born. So if I tell your router it's 2016, he gets a certificate that says born in 17, expires in 20. He goes, this certificate's not valid yet. And he throws it away. Point being, if you can change the time of a device, like with unauthenticated NTP, you can get certificates to fail authentication. Pre-shared keys aren't going to fail because of the time. You know, Cisco 123 is Cisco 123 regardless of the year. But when you start looking at digital certificates that have got a born on an expiration date, it's kind of cool that we could do NTP attacks to make authentication fail. You see the subject. This is who it belongs to. Look at that, star.startpage.com. So Cameron says, yep, I didn't screw myself by using the wildcard certificates. Right, it's acceptable. Like I use them, StartPage uses it. In the academic sense is a little bit less secure. Yeah, because you're sharing the key across multiple systems that has a greater chance of being compromised. That said, there's lots of flaws in all this stuff. This particular thing costs money. Whatever, makes life a little easier. When we look at the public key, what's the algorithm? RSA. What's the public key? 2048 bits. This is the whole reason we do it, just to sling that key around. But if we copy this and we put it in a notepad again, how fun is that to share to anybody? The public key itself isn't that cool. It's not that complicated. The digital certificate does so much more for us. It takes the public key and it puts it in this format that everybody understands. Certificate revocation list distribution point. This is kind of cool. This is actually an optional check. When somebody sends you a digital certificate, they go, here's my digital certificate. It's got the born on date, the expiration date, the person who created it for them. It's also got a CRL distribution point that says, if you're interested, yeah, the formatting on it's a little wacky. But they go, if you're interested, connect to this URL, retrieve this document, and inside of it, we've got the serial numbers of all the certificates that are bogus. So it's kind of like if a police officer pulled you over and decided to just look at your license and talk to you, or go back and actually run your license through the system. If you run the license through the system, it's kind of like doing